Welcome to our Hot Wheels 2021 Legends Tour. This is our sixth stop of the US and Canada stops. So really excited to be here. I am Jared Dienda, announced many different motorsports, but so proud to work with this iconic 50-plus year brand that is Hot Wheels Diecast. So excited, and I feel like we haven't been together in a while. So it's great to be back here in Los Angeles, just down the freeway from the Hot Wheels headquarters in El Segundo. But Hot Wheels Legends Tour is back, that's right. And we are on an international hunt for the next fan-made custom Hot Wheels diecast car sourced from thousands of custom car entries. We're expanding to new countries and continents, featuring countries from all over the world throughout our international tour. This is the virtual stop of the year, but it's not the last show. We will be back on Facebook Live for another show for the semifinals. For people watching from Houston, you can now register and compete for a chance to have your custom car creation immortalized as the next Hot Wheels 1/64 diecast model. Be sure to register at signup.hotwheelslegends.com. Again, that is signup.hotwheelslegends.com. Now, this is our sixth U.S. and Canada stop of the 2021 Hot Wheels Legends Tour presented by Mobil 1. Thank you so much for their support, as well as special thanks to our media partners, Speed Society, and our sponsors, Walmart, Dynacraft, Dynacraft Hot Wheels Bikes, and Hot Wheels Unleashed. Have you heard about Hot Wheels Unleashed? This is it. This is it right here. Yeah, it's a video game. We'll talk more about that in just a little bit. All right, so you guys and gals and people of all ages submitted 10 vehicles that our judges are going to scrutinize and analyze and say, does it have that X factor? Does it really look like a Hot Wheels in real life form? And then we'll shrink it down to that 1/64 diecast. The finalists from this round's Hot Wheels Legends Tour virtual stop will join the other finalists from around the world in the grand finale in November 2021, right? For a chance to have their car immortalized as an iconic Hot Wheels diecast vehicle. So, also, just like last year, Mobil 1 will be providing one additional spot, and that could be you. So, we will take two runners-ups and put them head-to-head on the Hot Wheels Instagram, and you, the fans watching at home, get to decide who is going to be the Mobil 1 fan favorite. So, they also, one vehicle from each Mobil 1 fan vote winner will again be picked by you, the fans, and participate in the grand finale. So it's kind of the last chance qualifier, for lack of a better term. This Mobil 1 fan favorite contest gives top voters at each stop a chance to go up against the other Legends finalists. So, and also this year's winner gets a year's supply of Mobil 1 oil. So thank you so much to Mobil 1. So here's what's coming up. Here is our run of show, and this is what's going to be going down here with, we're going to be meeting our previous winners, seeing them, meeting the judges. We're going to walk through the judging criteria, our featured submissions. Those are the vehicles, 1 through 4. Take a short little break, talk about design, the design spotlight. Then we'll go into our Hot Wheels Collections giveaway. Yeah, I'm going to be giving away some diecasts to you, and we'll talk about those vehicles as well. Featured submissions 5 through 7. Then we have our Garage of Legends induction. Super excited about that. Our diecast giveaway, some more diecasts to give away to you for just tuning in. Just sitting there, enjoying it, eating your popcorn or whatever snacks you got. Grab a beverage, grab some food, because we're going to have one heck of a time. Featured submissions 8 through 10, our judges' top 3, going from 3 to 1. We're going to have the Ryu Asada Award. It is a special award. It's right here. This is the Ryu Asada Award, Excellence in Design and Storytelling. This is a really cool trophy and definitely should be touted for those Ryu Asada winners. All right, our Legends Tour round winner, meaning who's going to win this round, and then guess what? We'll put an exclamation point on today. I will be giving away some more diecasts here today. So our friends at Mobil 1 are giving you a chance to win not just diecasts. Oh, by the way, I just got to show you the trophy because I always love this trophy. The Twin Mill, right? I mean, designed in El Segundo. That is the trophy right there. And now our friends at Mobil 1 are giving you a chance to win a full-size car. That's right, a Chevy Silverado 1500 Custom Trail Boss. And we're not talking about a diecast, full-size truck. So all you have to do is text to win 73876. Yep, says it right there, right there. 73876, or click the link in the chat to enter your info. No purchase necessary. So, or you can head to legends-toursweeps.com now. So, many different ways to enter. So, before we move on and meet our judges, let's dive into some Legends history, some folklore, and the previous winners who have had their cars immortalized into the Hot Wheels Garage of Legends and had their car made into an iconic 1/64 diecast. So, it all kicked off just 3 years ago, right? Celebrating 50 years of Hot Wheels. We kicked things off. We saw people. We saw the carbon fiber, the beautiful paint, or sometimes not. They want it to look like a, kind of a rat rod. Well, our 2018 winner, first ever Legends winner right there, is Luis Rodriguez. He pilots the 2 Jet Z, and there it is in the 1/64 scaled down version. Moving on to 2019, we saw the 57 Nash Metropolitan. You can see father and son duo, smiles on their faces because Greg Salzillo was your overall winner, and there is that Diecast. See, we talk about, beautiful paint. Sometimes you want it to be a little rusted out. 2020, oh man, what a year for one man in particular, Riley Stair. He's your overall winner, and that vehicle is currently being transformed. And you know what? I'll just say it. I've seen it. I have it. I'll show it to you later. All right, now, again, it seemed like just yesterday, or it seems like months ago, actually, 2021, we kicked things off this year by going down to New Zealand with that 73 Mazda 616 Capella. Then moving on to another down under country, talking about Australia. The 74 Ford Escort caught everybody's attention, rightfully so. Now we had our round 1 winner, our first stop of U.S. and Canada. Look at that thing. I mean, look, I love the wood barrel, the blower sticking out, that 68 Mercedes 250S. Then our Dub Magazine stop, the 2020 Lulu. Looks like a wing on its side, but, aerodynamic from left to right, a little flat on the front, but really unique custom-built vehicle. Love this car. You need a tetanus shot to just look at the thing, the Scrapetona, the 1969 Daytona Charger Superbird. And then we went back to being physical. We went down to Florida, Miami, right, Mr. Worldwide, 305. The 1929 Model A slammed on the ground. The offset staggered front to back on the wheels. Looks awesome. Then our round 5 winner, Motor City. And you would think you'd get an all-American muscle vehicle winning. Nope, not the case. Detroit winner, a 1975 Opel Manta. Some very unique vehicles across the board, and I think you would agree that all of them are rightfully so either Legends winners or potentially the overall Legends winner here in 2021. All right, now let's meet our judges. As I'm excited, we got a special guest judge here today, filling in for Colette, and look at this. He is your 2020 Legends winner. The smile says it all. All right, calm down, Riley. Calm down. I know you're excited to be here, but Riley Stair is in the building. He's got his now iconic vehicle right behind him. How cool has this experience been working with Hot Wheels?
It's been a dream come true. I think I could probably speak for all of us and say, as kids, we all got to play with Hot Wheels, and that's probably where we met our first automotive love, So to be able to kind of work with the company and get, a car that I, love and adore and get to tinker on all the time, transformed into a small one for kids for, years and years to come to play with and smash into dirt and rocks and whatever else and jump them and whatever it's fantastic. It's a dream come true.
And it's just been exciting. When can I just do it now? Can I am I allowed to? Can we just do it? Riley, here it is, man. There it is. So amazing.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to I'm honestly I'm super excited to get to share it. I got my sister's got a kid and he's 4 years old and loves Hot Wheels almost probably more than he loves me, but he knows about the big car and I'm super excited to share it with him. So
it's such a there's a trophy and then there's being immortalized as a Hot Wheels, which I think is just absolutely tremendous. So, Riley, are you ready to kind of break it down? I know there's a lot of pressure, right, being a judge as well.
Sure. Yeah, I want to make sure that I do right by all the contestants and make sure that I can give a really good review of all of the contestants because I know it's really difficult to kind of put your work out there and kind of let it get scrutinized by people and so want to make sure that I can do right by them and so I'm excited to get going. I'm sure and again no pressure, we're all having fun here again, but I know it's difficult as you're a fabricator. All right, moving right along, thank you so much, Riley, for being with us. Moving right along, that bottom left hand corner, Mr. Dwayne Vance. He is design manager. I know he did a lot of adventuring here during COVID times in the summer, so he's been going off-road. But Dwayne, it's great to see you back here again, and the smile on your face says it all. Thanks for joining us again, man.
Thank you, Jared. It's good to be back, and I'm excited to judge this next show.
Yeah, did you? All right. Did you? I mean, we get sent the vehicles. Did you look at all 10 vehicles, or do you just go in blind?
It kind of depends. I like to go in blind, just because I like to be a little surprised. But I did look at them, but very quickly. I did watch the videos, so I did know a little history about each car.
That's nice. That's good. Well, Dwayne, thank you so much for joining us. And again, I know you had some mountain biking adventures there, and it's great to see that. Wait, there's no casts on your arms or legs or anything, right?
No.
Okay,
No.
good. All right. So Dwayne is back. Dwayne is back in the building. So thank you so much, Mr. Vance. Moving on to another senior designer, or another designer, I should say, Steve Vandervate. Steve in the building. How are we doing? Got the one headphone on so you could hear what's going on outside. But Steve, Van is an internationally recognized designer. You've been 18 years with Hot Wheels, inducted into the Diecast Hall of Fame in 2016 for your graphic design work on the Redline Club and the Hot Wheels Premium. How cool is it working with this brand, and also just this opportunity, this experience for real life builders of full size vehicles to work with Hot Wheels and Mattel?
Well, working for Hot Wheels is cool enough on its own, but when you get opportunities like this to help other people, kind of realize their dream, if that's, I think if you're building a car, you grew up imagining a real car as a Hot Wheels and a Hot Wheels as a real car, and this is where you can bring those things together, and and if we can help somebody get there, that's great.
And isn't it crazy just the technology and the advancement of diecast from 50 years ago to now, and just looking at Riley Stair's vehicle, right?
Oh, that thing is insane.
It's crazy.
It's such a beautiful casting. It's a fantastic real car, obviously, because it won, but the casting is nuts.
And you did work on this vehicle in what capacity?
I did not work on that.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
That's a basic car. Yeah, I do the premium stuff.
Oh, sorry.
But
sorry.
I can still I can still recognize how great it is.
No, it's good. I'm just ribbing you. No, it is tremendous. Well, thank you so much, Van. Really appreciate you being here once again, man.
Well, thank you very much.
All right, bottom right-hand corner, you can see his Hot Wheels uniform down there. His sign behind him says, "Winners win, losers lose." We'll find out who is our overall winner here today. But Alex, you are a busy man. You're driving door slammers. I mean, you're built to go fast, and now you're doing another form of drag racing as well. Alex Laughlin, how we doing, bud?
Good, man. Thanks for having me on here. Yeah, like you said, I have recently transitioned into the top fuel category in NHRA. And going 300 miles an hour is very cool. However, having your own car immortalized as a real life Hot Wheels car is probably the coolest thing that anybody could ever ask for. Like Riley said, and also props to Riley. The guy won the competition, right? And he turns out to be like this really well-spoken dude that just pops out of nowhere. So, I mean, awesome work all around, absolutely. And yeah, man, to have my own Hot Wheels car, same thing, like he said, absolute dream come true, and just really thankful.
No, it's rad, and again, you're speaking of well spoken and going fast and all of these things. You're a great ambassador of the Hot Wheels brand. So congratulations to you, man.
Well, thank you.
All right. We, again, want to thank our media partner, Speed Society, right there, front and center. He's got a hot rod right behind him, that Hellcat. Is that Hellcat or a Demon? I'll introduce him while I'm asking and inquiring. Mr. Brian Cole, representing Speed Society, Chief Marketing Officer. So what is that vehicle behind you? Also, what's the T-shirt behind you?
Well, the car behind us is the Charger that we're giving away. It's the Hellcat Charger, 1,000 horsepower. So that's always fun. But the clincher and the T-shirt and the sweatshirt behind us, we're very excited. That is based off of, which Alex was just talking about, of the Alex Laughlin Speed Society Diecast. We collaborated with Hot Wheels to create a limited edition drop, which I'll try and show you as gracefully as possible. But this is an amazing piece of streetwear. We've got hoodie, we got 500 hoodies, we got 500 T-shirts, which just dropped this minute on speedsociety.com.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I guess I can't. I can multitask, but I'm not going to be rude, right? So I can't. Just hold me one. Double X. It's good. So I appreciate that. Brian, how cool is it working with Hot Wheels? And now, again, multifaceted from working and building Alex's vehicle, T-shirt stuff, and working with this brand that we just love.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a dream come true if you really think about it. We started Speed Society to bring together the car culture, and we feel like we've been doing that for a long time, but what brand on this planet has been the great equalizer that has brought together car culture across the entire planet, male, female, does not matter, all the women, all the men that work here, we all started this hobby and this passion with these little diecast cars, and we still are just as passionate today as we were then. So I mean, we're excited. We love it.
Now, and I will add that I worked with both Brian and Alex designing this livery, and to see it start as a toy and wind up on the real car before the toy was even out.
Yeah,
it's an amazing thing to see, and the support from their team and the recognition from the fans and everything. It's a great thing. It's what makes this job and this product so great.
Yeah, that was Steve, aka Van. He was chiming in there, and I got my lines crossed. I heard that you worked on Riley's car, but yes, that's right. And I do compliment you there, Van, on the livery on Alex's vehicle, the Speed Society. What was kind of inspiration for that on the vehicle?
Well, we wanted to keep the traditional Speed Society colors, their trade dress, and make it a Hot Wheels partnership. And we've got the traditional Hot Wheels race team deco with the big logo, and it was time to update it. And this is a perfect opportunity for it. I think it turned out great.
Yeah, it looks great, and like you said, children of all ages, right? We love playing with them things. You see them using Formula One race meetings and in any form of motorsports, right? Even in that. But speaking of being a kid and playing with toys, these are diecast. These are Hot Wheels diecast. I'm going to lay out. Let's watch this video here because you guys had a lot of fun over there at Speed Society and Alex Laughlin's first ever Speed Society diecast. Check this out. Well, very cool Speed Society. Alex, Brian, you guys should be proud. And of course, Van, look at that. How many people go into, something as simple as this Hot Wheels diecast, how much work and, going from a full-size car, scaling it down. And also, really cool video. That was fun. A little stop motion action. I like that. So thank you so much.
And I'll add that the design work on the casting was done by Mark Jones.
Perfect.
Who is our premium casting designer.
Awesome.
It's a fantastic 3-piece body, so it's killer.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Again, congratulations to you guys. All right, let's get the show on the road. As our fans know, during each Virtual Legend, we drop limited edition Hot Wheels that disappear fast. So head over to hotwheels.com/Legends Tour Truck. I think I got them around here. We have a special drop for you because you can choose from 3 bundles: the 1983 Chevy Silverado diecast and a rad Legends Tour bandana, plus one of the 2 exclusive Hot Wheels Legends Tour t-shirts or exclusive hat and a keychain. So many different packs and bundles that you can acquire. So you can see them right there, featured items. Got the shirt right here, and I'm trying to I like what Brian said, do it as gracefully as possible and hold a microphone. Got another shirt as well. So plenty of things to check out, and the really cool bandana. So again, head over to hotwheels.com/Legends Tour Truck. And again, bundles go quick, so don't miss your chance. They go fast. And if you miss your chance, you can swipe up on one of the limited drops. Don't worry, I'm going to be giving away 2 more of them throughout the show. So stay tuned for another chance to own one of these hard-to-get 83 Chevy Silverado diecasts. All right, let's go on into our judging criteria. We talk about it each round, but it bears repeating. So I'm going to go to the judges first. let's talk about authenticity, creativity, garage spirit. Let's go over to Mr. Vance. Authenticity. What does that mean to you?
Authenticity. I think the best way to explain authenticity is, have you ever seen anything like it before? You can always take like a Honda Civic and just deck it out with a little bit of paint and a little bit of wide body kit or something like that. But have they done anything extra to it? Putting like a Corvette engine in it or something like that. Something real crazy, something unique. So that authenticity really is a big deal when it comes to Hot Wheels.
Yeah, it just needs to be blaringly obvious. If it's and like I said, it doesn't need to be shiny paint, doesn't need to be this, doesn't need that. Just kind of almost like a head scratcher, right? Like just something that you see that and you say, man, that looks like a Hot Wheels. So I think that's a kind of culmination of authenticity. But you know what? Sometimes you see vehicles, you're like, I've never seen anything like that. So that's where creativity comes into place. I mean, you got to think, Hot Wheels has made over 25,000 unique vehicle models in the past 5 years. Yeah, Hot Wheels has created many vehicles, probably more than all automotive manufacturers combined, right? So creativity, what does this mean? Looking for something new, something I haven't seen before. That's creativity, that X factor, really just putting it over the top. And last but not least, garage spirit. So I'm going to throw over to you, Mr. Van der Vaart, Mr. Steven Van der Vaart. Can you talk about garage spirit? We're not talking about, I mean, I love seeing all the Halloween candy and all the Halloween things, not that kind of spirit. Talking about garage spirit.
Yeah, well, garage spirit is the built, not bought aspect of it. And, it's, cars that are built by big professional operations and big garages, those are great, but it's the stuff that sits in the actual owner's garage that he goes out and he looks at. Sometimes days could go by where he doesn't do anything, but he stares at it, he thinks about it, he's thinking about it all day long, and it's everything about it is him or her.
Yeah. That's because you see the stories behind a lot of them too that really add to it as well.
It's something happens and it clicks, and then everything falls into place, and they say, this is exactly what I wanted to do, but I didn't know it at the beginning, or maybe it everything went according to plan, but it's their plan.
Yep. Yeah, no, that's fun, and sometimes you could take a hard left turn and get the wrong directions. You end up exactly where you need to be, right? It's all about the journey. So, All right, well, there it is. Authenticity. We talk about garage spirit and creativity. All right, let's talk about some digital vehicles, because we're talking about Hot Wheels Unleashed. All right, it's a brand new video game in the Hot Wheels world. It's right here, right next to me, Hot Wheels Unleashed. Now, this is the Hot Wheels racing game that brings the fun of Hot Wheels to all consoles: PlayStation 5, 4, Xbox X, One X, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and PC. It will be released September 30th, 2021, but pre-orders are already live and include some exclusive and super cool in-game contests. Visit HotWheelsUnleashed.com/buy. So speaking about cool stuff, let's show you some of the best cars included in the game. I mean, so far we've seen in the game many Hot Wheels original iconic cars, such as the Twin Mill, the Bone Shaker, or the Roger Dodger. But we all know that the Hot Wheels cars roster also includes some of those beloved and entertaining cars, and we all love them. Enjoy the Hot Wheels Unleashed Diecast trailer. You can see it right now as it's playing, and you check it out at HotWheelsUnleashed.com to discover all the different game editions and pick up your favorite. So Hot Wheels Unleashed will be available for all major consoles and PCs in digital stores and retailers all over the world on September 30th. But pre-order it now at HotWheelsUnleashed.com/buy to get limited edition cars to race in the game. So take a look.
The most iconic, most wanted, and raddest cars. The very best from the Hot Wheels universe. And when you think you couldn't ask for more, well, there's more. And more. And more. Start the best collection ever. Coming September 30th, 2021. Hot Wheels Unleashed. Pure racing fun.
And there it is, Hot Wheels Unleashed. You can see the packaging here for the PS5 and the Xbox. And if you get that, the Challenge Accepted Edition, there it is. Look at that. So exclusive more Hot Wheels Diecast. So pick it up. Again, this Challenge Accepted Edition only available at Walmart. So comes with some cool artwork and posters. So definitely act now or visit the website. So thank you again for Hot Wheels Unleashed, of course, for their involvement of Hot Wheels Legends Tour. All right, so again, hotwheelsunleashed.com/buy. All right, guys, you ready to see some vehicles? Are you ready to judge? Make some noise. Riley, Dwayne, Steve, Alex, Brian.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, Riley, calm down.
Yeah.
Riley, relax.
I'm trying really hard. I don't want to get too energetic right away. I gotta wait till
Okay.
build,
Yeah, you don't want to peak. You don't want to absolutely just go past red line. Got to kind of ease into it. All right.
Yeah.
And Alex is just, you saw it. He's just gonna whack the throttle 300 miles per hour. Bingo. That's it. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna pull up my cheat sheets here and take a look at it. A 1958 Oldsmobile Dynamic 88 Fiesta station wagon. That's a mouthful, and it looks like you could take the whole family for a hoot load of a good time. You got that 4-door wagon. Now, the owner's first car, this was his first car when he was 15. He sold it, regretted it, and bought the same car, same VIN, back 10 years later. So he's written 2 children's books involving the car, actually. Wilbur the Wagon's Big Dream and Wilbur the Wagon's Sunrise Surprise. This is his muse. How did he get rid of it? That's the big question. James Contreras from Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Now, it has a 350 LT1 and a 4L60 transmission. Has been lowered 4 inches, obviously. Has Willwood disc brakes up front, American Racing torque thrust wheels, BFG tires, street pipe exhaust with some cherry bomb muffler. So it looks good, feels good. I'm gonna go over to Dwayne. Surfing. I mean, you're here in Southern California. What do you make of this vehicle here, aka Wilbur?
Yeah, the cool thing I love about this car is that was actually my grandfather's name, Wilbur. That's a little connection there. But yeah, I love the surfboards on top, and you just can't beat these 50 wagons. There's just something so appealing about them and very family-esque. And but then you take it and kind of modify it and make your own and make this really just sweet family car. And I really like how he put the gas cap, the gas filler area underneath the tail light. That's a really cool touch to it.
Yeah, I don't know if that can exactly get transitioned into 1/64th diecast, but I think you as a designer and an artist yourself, those are the details that just give it that X factor, right?
Absolutely.
And would you be able to duplicate the surfboards on top of the wagon, like if you say this one?
Yep, we've done plenty of that type of stuff. Even just take a look at the old Dioras; they all had surfboards.
That's right. That's right. All right, so there's the 350 LT1. Alex, is this a go fast goodie, or are you cruising down the PCH in this thing?
Oh, this is definitely a highway runner, I would say. And this is obviously from before my time. Whenever I was looking at this car and some of the specs on it, like the gas cap, I didn't even realize that was an aftermarket thing, because there are some cars that come with cool stuff like that. But does it fit the spirit of Hot Wheels? I say absolutely.
All right, we should be back by now. I believe we're buffered already. Like I said, it was just a short like that, so I felt like snapping the fingers from a. I'm not gonna. I don't know if legally I can say the name of that superhero, so I just leave it out like that. All right, so taking a look at this vehicle a little further here, this 58 Oldsmobile. Let's go to Riley. Riley, I mean, you have your 70s Trans Am. What do you make of the 50s, the wings, the styling here? Are you a wagon guy? I love wagons. I think wagons are cool.
I like wagons too. That's what I was gonna say. Is I like wagons. I love all the glass. The greenhouse in that thing is sick. I like the fact that it's been modernized, and it's something that he and his family can hop in and drive to. I've never been to where he is, but I assume there's a beach, something like that. But I really enjoy that aspect of it, and it also kind of brings back memories of when I was a kid playing with Hot Wheels. That is the kind of Hot Wheel I ended up playing with was cars and trucks like that. It wasn't always a race car. It was a 50s wagon or 70s this or that, whatever it ended up being. They were usually something like this. So I really enjoy that aspect of it.
Yeah, I love it. I love that you pointed out the greenhouse. I think that would look really cool as a Hot Wheels. And I think the the C pillar, I guess you'd call it the C pillar, right? Because you got the A, the B, and the C. The line, when you look at it from the side, I mean, that's just the factory line of the vehicle. I'd like to even see it even slammed a little more, maybe even on air, you know, but like that side glance, you could see, look at that line. I mean, I definitely would have to duck when you get in, you know, or you're going to slam your head, but a very cool car, and I really like that there were books made about it as well. So thank you for your submission, or Wilbur, thanks for joining us, and hopefully we'll see if you advance on. Let's move on to our next car, and this is more modern. Yeah. 2020 C8 Corvette. Some people love the mid-engine, some people don't. I think it's awesome. But this is the world's first Pandem wide-body C8 Corvette. Everybody knows the name Pandem if you're into the late model modified body kits. World's first C8 Corvette on full air suspension with factory magnetic ride intact. Now, it has a custom design wrap, which, you know, obviously looks very signature. Love the red. Prototype carbon fiber roof. Door handles, mirrors, front grille, and engine cover. Now it has a prototype Borla Attack exhaust. It has Toyota R888R tires on custom LD97 forged three-piece wheels. It's 325/30/20 out back and 265/30/19s up front. All right, I got to go to Brian right away. I mean, I think it's a great-looking car. The lines of the C8 are already, I think, really, really nice. But the Pandem it's on steroids, man.
Yeah, this is a crazy one, right? I mean, you have a brand new C8, which in itself is very difficult to get right now. And then you're going to modify this to the max. I mean, I think that what Segala did here on this car is extreme, number one. It's in your face. There's so many angular lines to it. I mean, you can kind of give some angles back to, say, a Countach and things of that nature, where it's so over the top. It's one of those things that you see coming down the street. You know, you love it or you don't, but they definitely push the boundaries with it. And I think that if they're going for that and they want to achieve that, I think they did.
Yeah, the lines, like I said, that's the lines. It doesn't just absolutely disrupt. You know, I'm seeing Wendy Segala here. It sounds like she's from San Diego. I assume you guys know each other?
Yeah, Segala is based out of, the carbon fiber company is based out of San Diego, I believe.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. So, Van, going to you, you know, being a designer and winning these awards, you talk about livery. It's more of, you don't need to put a lot of graphics on this car because the line speaks for itself. What are your thoughts? Oh, little mute there, Steve. There we go. No big deal.
Sorry, guys. Hey, I love this thing. You know, I think the Pandem kit it's what this car needed. As beautiful as it is off the assembly line, I think this really makes it, and it's badass. It's strong. It looks like it's stretched tight and ready to jump. I think it's a great looking car.
And I'm traditionally not a red car guy. Like if I could have this vehicle, I'd probably go white with maybe bronze wheels. That would be kind of my aesthetic. But I really like the red and black, and it's not gaudy. It's a little. It looks great. I mean, I think it looks really good. Give me the keys, right, Alex?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think this car is bad to the bone for sure.
Right on. Well, and that's what's crazy is every angle is very interesting. You know, that back left, that front. I mean, look at it. Every angle is tremendous. All right. Well, congratulations, Wendy and Segala, and that C8 Corvette. Great looking car. Let's move on next to a 1957 Ford Anglia. Anglia? I thought it was an Anglia, but no, it's Anguilla. So from Hollister, California, Kevin Stopper. A team effort produced by the Keeping Hot Rodding Alive. They call it the KHRA Youth Group. So this is built from yard to road by a group of 14 to 17-year-old kids who dedicated 10 months of Fridays and a few Saturdays to design, fabricate, build to completion. I mean, that's garage spirit if I've ever heard of it. The shell of a 1957 Anguilla grill from a 57 Studebaker turned upside down. Yeah, that's right. And just about everything else custom fabricated. One at a fundraiser event by the current owner who continues to modify and tinker with the car regularly. So I believe Kevin Stopper, you can see it right there. You can follow him. Thumbs up, the Facebook, the Jet Blast. I mean, garage spirit, creativity, authenticity. I got to go. I want to go to Riley first, but then Dwayne, I want to get your insight after him. But Riley, what do you think of this?
I mean, I think it's great. I'll admit I don't know what it is. I'm not familiar with you know, 54 or 57, you know, Anguilla. But I really enjoy the fact that you know, kind of it seems like maybe the purpose of a build like this is to, like they say, like keep hot rodding alive. It's something that I hold near and dear to the heart, and something I think, you know, it actually needs some effort in preserving. You know, with how everything is going, you know, digital these days, it's great to see that there are people out there that want to push the garage spirit and are willing to give up their Fridays and Saturdays to, you know, take and modify a car. Because that's, you know, that's where we all start, and that's where you know, the passion is you know, kindled and you know, either starts a burning flame or it doesn't. And you know, it's great to see.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm seeing the rockets on the steering wheels. They got, obviously there's a theme around here, and I think it's fun more than anything. Dwayne, I'm seeing the smile on your face. What's going through your mind?
Yeah. Overall, I think this is an Anglia.
That's what I thought. I thought it was. I think it was a typo, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you. Okay.
Actually, I really love this car. I'm a huge salt flat guy, as you can tell, like from my painting right
Yep.
there,
Yeah.
which is like a 28 Roadster on the salt flats. I just love the whole feeling of the salt flats because I think there's something really raw and passionate, and people love to race out there and they want to see if they can break speed records. And when I look at this car, I think of that, and the fact that it was a bunch of kids that did it on top of it, you know, just it's the whole story encompassed around this thing is just so cool. And I love the car. I think it has garage spirit. It says Hot Wheels. You know, it's unique. We've never done anything like that. We've done a Ford Anglia, but not an Anguilla.
Yeah, well, from all the different Anguillas, I think it looks very unique. And what's really cool is they can make s'mores after, you know, when the sun goes down, make s'mores off of the flames being thrown out there.
I was thinking with the flames coming out, I want to add a little part at the end of the Hot Wheel that has the flames sticking out of it.
Look at you. I'm wondering, why did they do the dual steering wheel? Maybe to teach them how to drive when they go get their learner's permit or something? Or
yeah, they're probably all too young to really drive, so at least the teacher can to help out, I guess, huh?
I feel like that vehicle is just a constant learning process, from building the vehicle to why does it have two steering wheels? Why does we're still learning how to pronounce it. Is it Anguilla or is it Anglia? Yeah, tomato. Regardless, it's a really cool car. So hats off to that team and getting them started young. That's really cool. All right, moving on to our next vehicle. This is car number 4. This is from Wiggins, Mississippi, Robert Arkwright. Now, this is a 1996 Nissan Hardbody. Oh, man, this is just from such a unique era, man. This is a time capsule. I mean, when the mini trucking scene was big and then it kind of went away because the mini trucks went along with it, this is a time capsule. Look at the carpet inside, built by himself for his daughter. Located a Truckserosa kit, which led to many elaborate body mods. I remember the Truckserosa, custom wing, BRZ wide body on the front fenders, lowered and put on 17 by 9.5 rims. I mean, this was all the rage. And look at the Frenched-in license plate on the tailgate. That's absolutely shaved. I'm so intrigued. I feel like I want to go to Van on this out of the gate, and then Brian, I'm going to go to you after that. Mini trucks. Van, I know you had one. You had, what was it, a Mighty Max, or did you have a Taco? What'd you have?
I'm a Tacoma guy.
Okay, all right.
A Hilux before that. But
okay.
That we were talking about this yesterday, Dwayne and I, and this is such a time capsule. There's every point on it is so, 1990 that you just can't you can't believe what you're seeing, and the camera turns and you see another thing, and then you get around back, you see the wraparound flames and the tilted Frenched plate, and it's just it's nuts. It's got everything that this thing should have, plus 10 other things. I
love it. And look at
it's insane.
Look at the how Nissan on that hard body, they had the the beveled logo, right? They took it and Frenched it and turned it, and it's at the bottom left if you back it up. Even down to the wheels. That is like the 90s of era billet wheel. You saw a lot of. So look at right there on the left. See on the opposing the license plates. So they took that and spliced it in there. So Brian, what do you think? Were you ever a mini truck guy? I mean, I remember I'd see him. It wasn't my steez, but I'm like, what is that?
You know, I was not into mini trucking, but I was into street trucks, and I had a body dropped Silverado, all bagged. So I was part of the scene, not quite the mini truck scene. This thing's wild, though. I mean, you're talking about the billet wheels. What, those are old billet specialties? They got to be. Who would have thought to put a Testarossa-based kit on a truck with like an F40 wing with like caddy taillights Frenched in it? I mean, it's wild, and I love that he's having fun with it, and he's got the big trolling on it. I mean, he's looking for that kind of attention, either that love or hate, but he's obviously having a blast, and I think that is part of, you know, that spirit and that authenticity we were talking about earlier, and it's just fun. It's fun.
I feel like when you step into this, they start, you know, the movie Trolls, that you could see it right there in the cup holder. I feel like Justin Timberlake's going to be blaring at this thing. He says he built it for his daughter. I mean, I love it. Like you said, that sticker trolled. Well, he's trolling us because he's having a good time. OG Mini, like you said, there's so many different things, just like the C8. Very interesting. It's all over the place, man. It's a crazy vehicle. Well, congratulations.
If I may.
Yeah, Riley, please.
So mini trucks, they're a little before my time, but a lot of the guys that I've grown up around love mini trucks, and I think, you know, the judging criteria on the garage spirit, creativity, and authenticity, I don't know how you hit all those marks without one. I mean, like in 2021, you've got a mini truck with like embossed flames on the side. It's wild, and I mean, I love every aspect of that. You know, I don't have one, but you know, would I look at it for a half hour at a car show? Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's great.
And what a compliment to you know, this gentleman building it for his daughter. Again, Robert Arkwright, building it for his daughter, and you see your piece of machinery behind you, your piece of art. That's what it is. Blood, sweat, tears, and gears, you know, going into these things. Right. And that's what it's about. Perspective. What's the story? Why? How? Yeah. And like you said, that Testarossa kit. Little head scratching, like why do they even do that? But guess what? Here it is. They threw the whole menu at that thing, man. It's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Yeah, I think it's great. All right. So we saw our first 4 vehicles there, and now, of course, it wouldn't be the Hot Wheels Legends Tour without Walmart, our partner since the beginning of the Legends Tour. If you're watching this from the U.S., head to walmart.com/Hot Wheels to build your own bundle with exclusive products, including the special edition Hot Wheels 1980 Dodge Macho Power Wagon, plus special products from our sponsors Mobil 1 and Dynacraft. And for our friends watching in Canada, head to walmart.ca/Hot Wheels for legendary deals. Again, thank you so much to Walmart for being our partner since the beginning of the Legends Tour. All right, so if you're just tuning in now, you are watching our View from Home Hot Wheels Legends Tour. I am Jared Dienda, and I've had the pleasure of hosting this last year, and now going here into 2021. Had some just amazing times, and if you didn't watch last year's, I'll tell you what, you missed one heck of a show. Again, Riley Stair, our special judge, is in joining us and in the building, in the chat right now, and he has his vehicle behind him, so it's really cool. But if you're just tuning in now, presented by Mobil 1, where your car can become a Hot Wheels diecast, just like Riley. We're on our first stop with our media partner, Speed Society. Special thanks to our sponsor, Walmart, and you, the fans, submitted your 10 vehicle submissions for feature today to look for who will be this round's Hot Wheels Legends winner. We just finished viewing 4 of your submissions, and up next, we have our Hot Wheels Collection Spotlight. Featured submissions 5 through 7, Hot Wheels Design Spotlight. Featured submissions 8 through 10, that's our final vehicles. We'll get our judges' top 3 for each judge, giving us the 3-2-1. We get the Rio Asada Award for Excellence and Design in Storytelling. That'll be announced. Our Mobil 1 fan vote announcement, which you, the fans, get to dictate who will be this stop's winner of the Mobil 1 fan vote. And then finally, our Legends Tour round winner will be announced. So our friends at Mobil 1 are giving you a chance to win a Chevy Silverado 1500 Custom Trail Boss. It's a mouthful. It's a truck full. All you have to do is text WIN to 73876 or go to the link in the chat to enter. No purchase necessary. You could also go to the website that is legendstoursweeps.com now. So many ways to enter. Only one can win. So thank you to Mobil 1. All right. Up next is a longtime Hot Wheels family member, Paxton Booth. He'll be sharing some of his favorite Hot Wheels and asking our designers some pressing questions. Paxton?
What's going on, everybody? I am super stoked to be back at the Hot Wheels Legends Tour, and I have some really cool cars to show you today that I actually picked up pretty recently. First off, I have the BMW M3 E46. Now this thing is super cool. It comes from the Fast and Furious Euro Fast collection. It has real riders, metal on metal, and it has a really cool white paint job. But the thing that really sticks out are the teal wheels. They just pop, and it comes with this super cool wide body. The stance is amazing when you set it down. And then next we have a little bit of an older car, the Lancia Stratos Group 5. This thing is so amazing. It comes from the Hot Wheels Boulevard collection. It also has real riders and it also has metal on metal. I am a huge Lancia fan, and this one is perfect. It has a really cool paint job again with the almost like an old Italian racing style with the colors of the flag. It is so amazing. This one's really cool. And then a super old model that you can't actually get in stores anymore is the Funny Money. Now it is from the Heavyweight series. It is from 1970, and I actually picked this one up at the swap meet, and I was super excited because it had the original plastic orange bumper, which is really hard to find on these things, and I just love the sticker on the side, and it's supposed to be like an armored truck. It has two huge blown engines on the inside, and you can actually pick the body up and see the inside. This one is so amazing, and it still has the working suspension. Now I'm going to throw it back to Steve and Dwayne, the designers, but I actually had a question for you guys. So I was wondering what your favorite recent designs and projects are, and what makes them so much fun to design.
Well, thanks, Paxton, for that question.
You want to take this, Dwayne?
Yeah, I guess so.
Dwayne, go ahead. I appreciate that. Thank you, Paxton.
All right. One of my favorite cars right now is actually, this is just hitting the stores. I have the prototype. This is called a Fusion Busta, and it's one of my favorite hot rods that I've drawn recently. And just to kind of show that off, this is the sketch that it was inspired from. And it literally is just hitting the stores now. And then any car that I design, I'm kind of biased to, I guess.
Yeah, for mine, it's going to be, if you can see this, the 1952 Dodge Power Wagon that we done for Redline Club 2021. This was designed by Brendan Viteski, and it's got the Willock swivel bed, like was a rare option on the original car, the original truck rather. And this was a casting that I'd always wanted to see done in Hot Wheels. We hadn't done before. We've done a 70 and an 80 Power Wagon, but not one of the originals. And my dad had one of these when I was a kid, and he traded it for a set of mags for my mother's 64.5 Mustang. So that tells you about what they were worth back in the early 70s, which was not much, but it always had a place in my heart because we'd crawl around on it and play on it all day long. But this is coming out later this year or early next, and it's a fantastic car. I'm very proud of the work we've done on it.
Yeah, it looks great. Love the deco on it. Obviously no deco, but the paint and the finish and that articulating bed, that's a great transition. Also, another great example is you saying how the real life truck inspired your affinity for this now 164th Hot Wheels diecast. And
Yeah.
that's what this is all about, is the melding of real-life cars, fabricators, builders, racers, everybody in this chat and everybody watching, just their love and affinity for vehicles and zaniness, you know, because not every vehicle is real life. Sometimes they reverse it, you know, make the diecast and then they make the twin mill, you know, the full-size one. And I think that's what's cool, right?
It is. It is. That's where it all comes from, you know, and hopefully it comes full circle for some people, and you know, like myself and the builders on this show.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. All right, well, thank you so much, Paxton Booth. Some great insight there, and thank you for being part of the Hot Wheels family. All right, now I threatened it earlier. Now giveaway opens, and it's time to do a giveaway. So thank you all so much for joining and participating in this Legends round. Today we are giving away a Hot Wheels collection, not just one, but all 5 cars of this collection. Now all you have to do is let me know in the chat here on the Legends live stream on Hot Wheels Facebook. So again, on Hot Wheels Facebook right now, and let me know, what was your first Hot Wheels? Or will this be your first Hot Wheels? You might just win one. Just say, like, I don't own any, please help me, send me some. But all joking aside, let me know what's your favorite your first ever Hot Wheels. And I'll keep an eye on the chat, and I'm gonna pick a winner, okay? So, but now, let me tell you what you're gonna win. All right, consider the humble station wagon, a family-friendly vehicle, nostalgically beloved by generations. I remember riding in the back of, you know, a station wagon my family had back in the day, and our dog was in the back, and he did get sick back there, so it was great. It was awesome. But not all the wagons were meant for ferrying packs of children to ice cream parlors and water parks. Some of them were meant to be driven fast, driven fiercely, and driven to win. Today's collection is Fast Wagons. 5 very iconic wagon castings. And I will tell you, at the grocery store the other day, my eyes were on the prize of one of these. Actually, I think it was one that's up here, but let's walk through them. Where were we at here right now? We got the Volvo Amazon. Look at this thing. I'll back it up here. So Fast Wagons, the Volvo Amazon, new casting showing contemporary attitude of the classic aesthetic in British racing green with Real Riders racing wheels. You could see it up close and personal. Get a little shiny there, so try to cut that gloss down. But love the British racing green. The Volvo P220 Amazon wagon almost has like a Volkswagen styling to it. I can't say I've seen one of these in the States, but going over to Goodwood, I believe I've seen one. But there's the Volvo Amazon. And now this was the vehicle that I loved, and I saw it in red, but not in the Fast Wagons collection. This is the Volvo 850. First time out for this casting with a new die-cast chassis. Now they're shown in the classic cream yellow and rolling on Real Riders 5-spoke modern wheels. Look at those. Can we get it? Can we get that close? There we go. Oh, there you go. That's a great shot. Look at the deep dish on them. Steve, do you like wagons? Have you worked on any wagons?
I do, and I did this mix. This is one of my lines. I do the premium product.
That's
so
awesome.
I'm lucky enough to work on this stuff.
Oh, that's great. That's again, I had a Subaru wagon, I had a Jetta wagon, I had a BMW 540 IT wagon. So I've had a few. All right, moving on as they come out of frame here. Oh, this is a great car right here. The 2017 Audi RS6 Avant. For those that don't know, Avant wagon estate. Regardless, really cool vehicle here. So the 525 horsepower. The 525 horsepower in subtle yet sinister dark gray paint and Real Riders 10-spoke wheels. All right, so a grocery getter good enough for Prince Harry, who actually owned one. So yeah, pretty cool. All right, next up we got this one's really cool. I don't know if you know all the JDM fans. I don't know if they've even seen this vehicle. Look at this. It is a 69 Nissan Skyline van, the classic Nismo race livery, with Hot Wheels in kanji down the sides and rolling on Real Riders classic 4-spoke wheels. So that is definitely of era. Steve, Van, doing this wagon, this had to be fun.
Oh,
this
yeah.
had to be a lot of fun.
It's a great casting, and doing that livery. I mean, the red, white, and blue Nismo livery is so cool anyways. And this gave us a chance to update it and make it our own.
Steve, I assume you have the kanji Hot Wheels graphic tattooed on you somewhere, right?
I do. I thought I showed you that yesterday.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah, it looks great. That's why I brought it. I said I wasn't going to bring it up today, but
that's what you told me. Yeah.
I had to do it. I'm sorry. I had to put you on the spot. All right, and then okay. Next up, Oh, the last but not least, look at this. Let's get close. Let's get tight on that one. The 64 Chevy Nova panel. Oh, I love the paint on this. This is just clean aesthetic. So this collector favorite is painted in pearl blue and crouches on real Riders Steely wheels. And man, I had a 63 Nova SS. Not a wagon the same color and stance, but yeah, the front wheels rubbed every turn. No, I didn't. I wish I still had it.
That was me. That's what I drove down from Washington when I moved to LA.
Oh, really? That was okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So Jared, we have any plans for that box after the show, or
What these?
That thing's sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do I enter to win?
You got to be in the chat, Riley. You got to be in the chat.
Oh, that thing's sweet.
Right, and that's what's cool is you can own so many cars. It's less expensive than that 70s Trans Am behind you there, Riley.
I know, right? I want one of those wagons in real life, but unfortunately, the thing behind me has all my finances maybe a little tied up. So.
Yeah, for sure. And Dwayne, what do you think of the wagons? Are you a wagon guy?
Oh, absolutely. I have a WRX wagon, so I love wagons as well.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. What year is it again?
It's an 04.
All right, let me know if you ever want to get rid of it.
I have people stop by my house almost every week asking if they can buy it.
Well, my son's 15, and he's like, he just turned 15 in July, so now he's really on the hunt. I said, dude, your dad knows some people. Let's just get an inexpensive one. You got Bucky Lassick. He's the homie. It's like you got Uncle Buck. You got all these people. Like, we could get you dialed, bro. Just get the car.
Although my son would probably be willing to fight for that car too.
All right. Well, guess what? Like I said, all you need to let us know is your favorite or your first ever Hot Wheel, and we have a winner. It was a Candy Striper drag bus. That means Nigel Ho. Congratulations! You're going to be getting. You might have to fight Riley for the Nova panel, but Nigel Ho, all joking aside, congratulations, you win the Fast Wagons 5-pack here that we just spoke about. So congratulations, Nigel. All right, here we go. Time to pick up. I'm picking one of you at random too, actually. And oh no, we got it. That was it. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm just getting ahead of myself, getting a little excited. See, the cops are coming. Can you hear that? They're coming for me. All right, let's move on to our next 3 vehicles, submissions 5, 6, and 7. Oh, speaking of wagons, let's keep the wagon party going. It is a 67 Chevy Impala station wagon. Woo-wee, Rick, look at this thing. Checker cab yellow with ghost pearl metallic flames, taxi graphics, and an illuminated taxi sign. Of course, every taxi has a wheelie bar, right? Well, the GM ZZ4 350 crate motor, YN supercharger, making approximately 500 horsepower, air ride suspension, Wilwood disc brakes, 20-inch chrome wheels, and like I said, the wheelie bar. The Hot Rod Taxi is a female-owned and race wagon. Darcy, I don't know if it's Angel or Angel, but from Macedonia, Ohio. So, Ubers and Lyfts are kind of what everybody uses right now. But this Impala, I'd be stoked if this thing picked me up, maybe at the SEMA show or something. But Riley, you were so adamant about the Nova. What do you think of the Impala wagon?
I love it. Anything with a blower is gonna get a thumbs up for me. No, it's great. It looks gorgeous too. The paint looks absolutely phenomenal. Do we know if the checkered stripe down the side, is that painted on? I would assume with the flames.
I would have to assume that would. Yeah. I mean, the ghosted pearl flames under the hood looks nice. I mean, I even like it, to be honest, black. It gives it kind of a classic nostalgic feel.
I agree.
Yeah, I like it. And the hood, all of it, all around. Alex, going to you. What do you think of it? It's got a wheelie bar.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. That was the first thing that I picked up on. It's definitely a drag car, so I totally dig that. But yeah, if it's a taxi, what's cool about a wagon like that is you can pick up a whole bunch of people. Looks like a few of them be flopping around in the back there, but they can hang on to something, I'm sure. But overall, yeah, the paint on this thing is awesome. I think this thing absolutely fits the spirit of Hot Wheels. That's something. If I was at the store and I saw that on the shelf, I absolutely 100% would buy that myself. And actually, I've got a wagon right here. I've got a little shelf behind me that I collect, or I just buy all my favorite ones, and they get swapped out from time to time. But this is one of the recent ones there, and
love it.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the wagons as well, so I totally dig this one.
I love your showroom there with your rotating car display has changed vehicles. We'll see how many vehicles you can show. Brian, I see you laughing. What do you think of this vehicle?
Yeah, I mean, I second what Alex was saying. I mean, when I think of Hot Wheels, I always think of, you've got that standard type of car, but how can you just turn the volume up to 10, right? And you're going to take a taxi and you're going to put a big blower on, a big wine blower. You're going to put a drag pack on it, and it's an Impala, right? I mean, how can you go wrong with the Impala styling? You've got the fastest taxi on the block, right? I feel like this is the epitome of Hot Wheels. This is something that I feel like embraces the spirit of Hot Wheels and what I would look for. I think they checked the boxes on this one, and I love it.
Yeah, I even saw on the hood there, on the cowl, it actually had the Hot Wheels logo ghosted right next to the flames where they ended as well. And the racing stripes inside, Darcy, I like it. So no racing stripes outside, but they went on the inside and the interior. And like you said, Alex, yeah, I don't know, you just have to secure yourself to the sides when Darcy's ripping around. But great vehicle, congratulations, Darcy. Regardless of just showing up, definitely did a good job. Let's move on to vehicle number 6, as it is a 2003 Nissan 350Z from San Mateo, California. Ashley Robinson. And Ashley Robinson, owner envisioned a Z that stood out from the crowd. Louvers on the head. Okay, we're getting a little exo. We're getting weird now. Found a wrecked car that most people would overlook and wanted to bring it back to life. So a little bit of Frankenstein here. Forged internals, 1mm overbore. So this runs some high compression. JWT C8 cams, APS twin turbos, and endless more upgrades top to bottom. One an exo style that also alluded to the 350's original body shape. So yeah, in the dark, it just looks like it's got everything there, but you could see that exoskeleton, got even an exo oil cooler as well. So let's go to Dwayne. What do you think of this vehicle? I mean, it's menacing. It's unique. It's got it's exo headlights. Never seen that.
Yeah, I think that was one of my favorite features about this car. Is I love how they removed all the glass on the headlights and then put something behind a cage on there. That's a really cool touch. And then in the back, it's just something that is very unexpected, though, the way they did all this stuff. And I think I read that it was originally wrecked and they kind of restored it. And then I like their take on it. Instead of just restoring all the body panels and stuff like that, they ripped it all out and then just did a 2 cage in the back and created something really unique and fresh.
Yeah, I mean, the arches, you could see how deep dish the wheels are. So it has this J kind of drift style, but it also, to me, it's somewhere between almost like a Baja truck, like a trophy truck in the rear. It looks like the car was held by the headlights and put into acid and then just dipped and then brought it back out, but only halfway, and then it just has all the, the monkey bars, the jungle gym up back. You could see the air ride, all of that. I got to go back to Brian because I feel, I kind of want to challenge you. I want to see what you think.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely different. It's something that I feel is completely unexpected, and I get where they're coming from. I get the concept of trying to create something super unique with, a car that really its life was over. And I could definitely love and respect that, right? Having that external cage, and if you look at it, like it actually follows body lines. And if you look at like the trunk hip at the back, or the little ducktail, if you will, it follows what the body lines of what that car kind of would have looked like. I think they really achieved that, and it's different. It's definitely shocking, and no matter what, good or bad, if that thing's going down the street, you're gonna take a look and be like, "Whoa, half the car's missing," or that's awesome. And I think that again, if you put some creativity behind things, people can really start to pick out the minute details and start to appreciate things, even if it's not their type of a car or their style or genre of car.
Yeah, and that's why I say I want to kind of challenge you, because I feel like you're a late model, which this is a late model, but it's just challenging. I think, I mean, it's got a plate on it. I'll be quite honest. That whole vehicle says "pull me over," and I got to say it's really loud. I have to assume it's just insanely loud. Riley, what do you think?
I was noticing you said it was in San Mateo, and I scratched my head a little bit about that because I live in California too, and. Right. I wouldn't take my car on the street, but no, it's It's definitely creative. You know, being that that's one of the judging criteria. I think it definitely checks that box for sure. You know, and I whether it was wrecked or not, it takes a lot of commitment to chop the back off of it and say, you know what, we're gonna do whatever we want back here. You know, that's definitely creativity at its finest. So.
I know Riley, prior, just food for knowledge. I know Riley was just really like, I just want to be kind. I want to be nice. And like you said, even going into this, you're just like, I don't want to scrutinize people. So that's why you're like, I'm like, what's he want to say? What do you want to say?
Yeah, I want to make sure that, you know, I think all of us, you know, can probably agree, you know, we all have our different tastes and different styles. And shoot, there's probably people on this panel that don't even like my car, but everybody, you know, that's kind of the point, is to make sure that, you know, everybody's got a different style, and that's great. That's what makes us all different. That's what makes cars different, and that's what we need. Celebrate
that. When you said there might be somebody on this panel that doesn't like your car, Dwayne had a very nervous laugh. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah. I'm gonna message him in the chat after the show.
No way, man! I voted for your car for the finale. I loved it. I did.
No, I'm just kidding. But no, I mean the whole thing is just. I think you got to take the good with the bad, and you know, sometimes you get lucky and people love it, and sometimes you got to just own it because it's what you wanted, and that's the point.
I love it. Yep, definitely unique. All right, well, let's keep the party going. Next vehicle, entry number 7, 1967 Pontiac Firebird. Whoa, look at this thing. All right, so his first car he had at 16 years old, Kevin Dunn from DeSoto, Kansas. All work done by the owner himself. Powered by a Pontiac 400, the drivetrain consists of a Richmond 6-speed, Ford 9-inch rear end, changed to a coilover suspension with custom shock valving and sway bars. Cars actively used in the Optima Ultimate Street Car Invitational Series. So it has these, some of the lines are really modern, that these shaped. I mean, those bulging, I mean, man. Riley, I know we just finished talking with you, but I got to go to you. I mean, this is your fellow, you know, Pontiac guy, and the lines, I mean, what's going through your mind?
So I like that he says he uses it in the streetcar challenge. That's really cool. I've actually got a buddy back home who's building a car for streetcar challenge. So
awesome.
That's really, really cool to hear. I like side pipes. It's got side pipes on it, and I'm a sucker for side pipes. I think the exhaust should always come out of the side of cars. I don't know why. However, they ended up out the back. I think it should definitely always come out the sides. So I'm into that for sure. You know, and that he did it himself. That's a really cool. It's not a feature because I think everybody does do stuff by themselves, but it's a really cool point that you know, he built it himself. That's very cool and admirable. So
yeah, overall, I mean, taking a look at this, I would do the wheels a little differently. I don't like the color matched wheels. That's my opinion. I like the fitment of them. Looks like they fit well. Of course, love the gauges off of the hood. That's a classic, you know, move. That was a factory move back in the day. Alex, taking a look at this, what do you think?
I think it's a good-looking car. It is very interesting. The body lines, you know, you've got the old meets new. You know, the old body lines are very crisp and clean, where all of the new ones are, you know, rolled, a little more futuristic looking. The carbon fiber wing on the back. I'm definitely a sucker for carbon. You know, being in the racing world, and you know, I actually grew up, before I got into drag racing, I grew up running shifter cars in road racing, and so the fact that this car is a race car nonetheless and turns left and right, I totally dig it.
Yeah, also tractor pull, Hemi tractor pulls. That's what you're also in, Alex, right? I always find that just absolutely amazing. Dwayne, what do you think about this vehicle? Being a designer, does this transition well into a Hot Wheels diecast?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I actually, I'm a big sucker for Pontiacs, and I love just that little detail of the hood-mounted tack. Yeah. I actually have a 67 Bonneville, and I've wanted to get one of those and put that on my Bonneville.
And that's like the Avera look.
Exactly. And I'd say I like the aggressiveness of this thing. My one opinion about it is I don't like how the wheels are slightly tucked in from the fenders that come over. They probably stick over the wheels maybe a little too far. Yeah. And I'd love to see it tucked in there, like a nice tight fender around that wheel. But overall, and maybe there's a reason he did that too. I don't know offhand.
Yeah.
Maybe when he's racing it, he needed that clearance and stuff like that.
Well, the good thing for him is wheels and tires are easily changeable as opposed to that signature Firebird peak or the beak out front.
Yeah.
The bulges like Alex was talking about. You see the modern lines and you see where it melds with the classic Firebird lines. So you can kind of see where and what era, similar to the Nissan hardbody mini truck that we saw earlier, OG Mini, the carbon. The inlets. I feel like there's a little function meets fashion here, which is good.
Absolutely.
And like I said, Dwayne, my scrutinization was I really don't like color matched body color wheels. So I think throw some mean black deep dish. I don't know. What I mean? Just I think you could cure that really easily.
Absolutely.
That's
but it's
good.
Still a really cool car overall.
Yeah.
Very aggressive, which says Hot Wheels.
Yep. All right. Awesome. Well, let's move on. Those are submissions 5 through 7. As I have a special guest with me here today, and some would call him a legend. Now everyone has to because it is official. Last year's ultimate winner of the Hot Wheels Legends Tour, Riley Stair. You're joining us. You're here. I mean, it's great to see you and great to see your vehicle. And also, I have this. How was the experience of winning Hot Wheels Legends Tour at Jay Leno's garage, high-fiving Snoop Dogg, Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias? I mean, I was there. I mean, Riley, all things considered, how rad has the whole process been from last year to this year?
It's been fantastic. The opportunity to be a part of it was something great in and of itself. To win was the cherry on top, so to speak. Getting to meet those people was fantastic also. I think we all know them and all kind of like fanboy a little bit, getting to meet Jay Leno and have them talk about my car was pretty surreal. So that was great. And to be where we are today with it actually, immortalized as a Hot Wheels, it's something special. It left me a little bit speechless the other day. So
that's right.
It's very, very special.
For Shizzy, Riley Stizzy, that was a terrible Snoop Dogg impersonation. Tell us about what happened on Tuesday. What happened on Tuesday, bud?
So I was gratefully welcomed to Hot Wheels at Mattel, and they gave me a little bit of a tour and showed me how they went through transforming my car into a diecast, and it was really special. It was something that I guess I underestimated. I had no idea there was so much work and so many people that it took to do it. So I was very grateful I got to see that and really grateful of all of the people that made it happen.
And I have some prototypes here, and either Steve or Dwayne, could you elaborate on what I'm holding here? So I have, obviously, I just showed you the finished piece, but this, what do you call this? And what process or what point are we in the process?
Dwayne, you want to take that?
Sure. This is actually a early prototype that's printed off our 3D printers there in El Segundo. And what that allows us to do is actually see the 1-to-1 scale. So how all the details are going to look, and then we can go back and modify it real quick and actually spit out another one like within a day or two so that we can really make sure that the details are coming out nice.
So there's that one, and then now you have, like you said, that rapid prototype. Now this one right here, trying to pull focus there. Now this has the interior bit, so you're seeing, I mean, you're seeing the intake. I mean, dude, Riley and I were talking about, I got to see it right before we went live. Look at the dimple die cage on that front windshield. Riley, those details, you got to be stoked.
Yeah. So I was blown away. I wasn't sure what to expect. And I was blown away at the amount of detail that went into, all the little pieces. Like if you look inside of it, there's actually like where I have my switch panels and stuff. That doghouse is there and it's angled like it is in the real car. There is, detail where the window ribbing is. It's absolutely phenomenal. I genuinely had no idea how well it would transfer and how much work they were going to put into making it a scale model.
And then, so again, from this one, no interior, like Dwayne was saying, the 1-to-1, and then now you're starting to get interior bits, and then now and this exterior is actually die cast. Sorry, there we go. The exterior is actually die cast, and then interior, that's where you're starting to see the details really get refined, and really, I mean, that's what you're talking about. See your panel, how it bumps out there?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hold it still. I'm a little shaky here. Oh, man.
It's nuts.
Yeah, and Dwayne, further on, what step of the process is this?
So that step is called the EP. So it's
Okay.
engineering prototype, and that basically is made with all the materials that we'll be using on the cars. Just it doesn't have any of the. It's not accurate to the color of the car. There's no graphics or anything like that added. They just kind of make the diecast. They color whatever colors available at the time, and then they put on the accurate size wheels, but they may not put on the accurate wheels. And then you come out with that step, and that's the final, the FEP. So that's the final engineering prototype. So you have the graphics on it, the accurate wheels, all the body pieces are VUM'd, and it's exactly what it's going to look like in the package when it hits the stores.
Yeah, I mean, it's with it, I'm a sucker for white, and it's just like I always say, sponsor me white, but it just looks mean, and it really showcases Riley's handiwork with the body, the engine overall. I mean, it came out really well. Hey, round of applause for the Hot Wheels team, Dwayne, Steve, everybody that's not here, but Riley, obviously you giving them the inspiration to make this Hot Wheels legend. So, going down to El Segundo, seeing the process, just something that is iconic. Here we are 53 years, into making these die-casts. Hot Wheels has done such a great job. Riley, anything in regards to, the license plate? I tried to get close enough. I don't know if your license plate on your vehicle says it now,
Yeah.
but it's so small. It says legend. Yeah.
Yeah, it's super cool, and I can't thank the guys. I was fortunate enough to meet the guys that really put their handiwork into making that thing happen, and they walked through all of the hurdles they had to go over, and it gave me a tremendous amount of respect for what they do, and I'm extremely thankful that they put in as much effort as they did, because they definitely went above and beyond. And I'd say in their 53 years, they have definitely figured out how to do it. It's phenomenal. So, very thankful. Grateful.
It's like a game respect game, right? They admire what you do, because you have to be a car guy to work at Hot Wheels to really understand, this works, that won't work. This is, and that's why we're going through this. That's why we had this Legends Tour, and that's why it was instituted. Thank you to Mobil 1, Walmart, Dynacraft, Hot Wheels Bikes, and of course, Hot Wheels Unleashed, the video game. But Riley, let's take a look. Thank you so much for being here, first and foremost. And again, amazing vehicle. I love it. Seen you on a lot of videos now, and I remember when the vehicle got debuted at the SEMA show. So let's take a look at what went down on Tuesday. Mr. Riley Stair, Hot Wheels Legends Tour winner 2020.
All right.
This past year was amazing. We saw a lot of amazing cars. 2020 brought in cars that were just, making our jaws drop. But there could only be one winner at the end, and it was a car that really did show creativity, authenticity, and that garage spirit. We looked at Riley's car, obviously the custom 1970 Trans Am, and everything about it to us really spoke about garage spirit. You look at the custom fender flares that make this thing stand so wide. Of course, the custom tube frame chassis, amazing, sort of, especially with the hood off. You've got, of course, the LSV8, which you've pushed way back, really, really unique. And the push-rod suspension as well, super, super cool. Everything, all the choices that Riley made really made this stand out to us as a winner, and really worthy of being in the garage of legends. Today, without a further ado, proud to induct your car, the custom 1970 Trans Am, into the Hot Wheels Garage of Legends, as well as unveil for the first time the 1/64 diecast scale model. This is your car as a Hot Wheels vehicle. Let's take a look. This past year was amazing. We saw a lot of amazing cars. 2020 brought in cars that were just, making our jaws drop. But there could only be one winner at the end, and it was a car that really did show creativity, authenticity, and that garage spirit. We looked at Riley's car, obviously the custom 1970 Trans Am.
just again being introduced and basically inducted, into the Hot Wheels Legends. Hall of Legends. Thank you so much. I'm a little out of breath here. No, I'm joking. I'm not out of breath because I'm excited to show you this. Oh man, look at this thing. Yeah, this is the Dynacraft, the Hot Wheels bikes by Dynacraft, introducing Dynacraft's Hot Wheels bikes in 16 inches and 12 inches. This is the vibrant blue frame adorned with custom Hot Wheels graphics and bright orange, silver, and black details. The sturdy BMX frame is built to last, all-terrain tires so your young riders can comfortably go down the sidewalks, and has rear coaster brakes to provide safe stops. Sidewalks, oh man, come on. The 12-inch comes with the removable and adjustable training wheels. You can see them right here out back. So you can pop those off. And I know my own son, he's in that video right there. T-Bone is what we call him. Tyson and Lola, they love that thing. So the 12-inch, 16-inch, there you see the coaster brakes being utilized. So this Hot Wheels bike by Dynacraft. Riders also love the Hot Wheels Rev Grip, which makes this bike sound like a real motor bike. So twist the Hot Wheels Rev Grip noisemaker, and your little racer can crank up the volume with realistic engine sounds. These Dynacraft Hot Wheel bikes with Rev Grip are sure to provide years of fun to young riders. Now, these are exclusively sold at Walmart, our partner. So thank you so much to Walmart, and of course, Hot Wheels bikes by Dynacraft, 12 and 16-inch model. All right, guys, it's time to do another giveaway. This time, one lucky fan is getting the exclusive 1983 Chevy Silverado. So I'm going to ask you a question, and we'll keep an eyes on the chat. Then I am going to pick a winner. All you have to do is tell me, what's your dream car? What is your dream car? Now, we're not talking Hot Wheels Diecast, but it could be it could be the 2 Jet Z, because that's a real car, right? That's the 2 Jet Z. That was our first ever winner, right? Back in 2019, and that's a different livery, and that just goes to show you, kind of change it up. So let us know in the chat. Make sure you're commenting on the Legends live stream on Hot Wheels Facebook. Let us know your favorite in Facebook comments right now, and I will be picking one of your randomly after our next submissions. So go ahead, chat away. Go ahead, put it down there. Let me know. So we're gonna see our final submissions, 8 through 10. Boys, you there? You with me? Riley, Dwayne, Steve, Alex,
yeah.
Brian. All right. Thank you so
Let's
much.
do it.
All right, this thing looks menacing. I love this. I think this is really cool. From Clinton, Pennsylvania, Tom Botkin in the 1948 F1 is what he calls it. The grin, like smiling. The Grin Reaper idea was thought of by his 13-year-old son with all the components like the Reaper made by the family from scratch. I love Halloween. This reminds me of there was a movie, I think it was Maximum Overdrive, right? 330 horsepower, 1985 Boss 351 Windsor out of a delivery truck. Now this manual transmission, rear end from a Ford Explorer, 15-gallon beer keg utilized as the gas tank, and a vintage boat compass as the navigation system. Classic. That is of era technology. Lowered 7 inches by cutting out the body and the bed. The Bot Rod Garage, the Grin Reaper. I'm going to go to Dwayne. What do you think, bud? As a designer, your work's done. It even has a radio flyer. Look at that. The radio flyer panel out back.
Yeah, this thing is fun. I mean, you can tell that they really enjoyed working on this build. And I read on there it was the 13-year-old son that came up with the concept, which I think is really cool.
Yep.
I'm kind of curious if he did see Maximum Overdrive, because it is the same head.
Right? Exactly. I was like, what? And I don't know how it just came back to me, Dwayne. I haven't seen that movie in so many years, but it reminded me of it immediately.
But it's definitely a fun car, and it would it kind of is in that vein of Bone Shaker, with the skull on the front. So it's very fun and definitely ready to be sold.
Yep. And here's that Bone Shaker that you can get when you purchase Hot Wheels Unleashed right there. And that's we're talking about the face on the front and the skull. But hey, Brian, going to you, what do you make of the Grin Reaper, the 48 Ford?
Yeah, this is something that I actually like. It's when I go back to Hot Wheels and when I was a kid, it was either the realistic cars that were pushed to level 10 that were dream cars of mine, or just creativity and fantasy. And this is that creativity and fantasy. That's that cool Hot Wheels car that is just let your imagination run wild. And I think they did that. They achieved it. I love the Halloween kind of vibe that it has. It's cool. I love it. I love all the little accoutrement on there. I love it's what
The boat compass.
If the boat compass, that's their modern day navigation is genius.
Yeah.
I love that it burns out, and I love that it has a
Oh,
full
look at
size
the
keg in
lights.
the back.
Oh
for,
man,
a
Dwayne, you're
gas
talking about
tank.
the flames on the what we thought was the Anglia or the Angula, that vehicle, the flames. Look at the lights on this thing. It's absolutely awesome. Do you see the pumpkin shift knob? That
Yeah.
again feeds into my affinity. The bolts the lightning bolts that are holding up the actual lights. And have you ever seen green walled tires, Alex? White walls, but green walls.
I
don't know.
certainly have not. And my question is what did the green face come from? Was that like a sign at an old restaurant or something? My curiosity is spiked for sure on that.
They said with all the components like the Reaper made by family from scratch.
That's
So
crazy.
somebody's really good at paper mache. It's pretty awesome. Steve, what do you think? You got kind of a grin like the Bot Rod Garage here. Who made who?
I think,
Right? What do you got?
I think this thing is absolutely nuts, but it's so lovable. And the thing that I like, I mean, other than the thing just hauls clearly, is that he's going to look back on this in 20 years with his kid and say, "Man, can you believe what we did?" They're going to have so many cool stories and memories of building something that's this insane.
And that's the garage spirit that we talked about. Like
it is.
in
I
more
love
ways
that.
than one, right? The family bonding together, having this wild car, and the garage spirit because it's spooky.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
dad jokes. Real bad dad joke. I apologize. Look at I'm afraid to catch a shin. I mean, you step on a Hot Wheels, real Hot Wheels Diecast 164. Oh, you do the dance, right? Man, the front
you step
fender
on this,
spikes.
you're not getting back up.
No, that thing. Yeah, the Grin Reaper. All right, let's keep it moving here. Thank you guys so much. From Granada Hills, James Smith submits the 1972 Shavatzen 580Z Spider. Okay, I see you. I see okay, bought for a measly $1,000 and built to look as if it could be factory. Home-built convertible Z car with an all-Chevy drivetrain. It was bored 40 over, made it 5.8 liters, thus a 580Z. See what he did there? All right, so 5.8 liter with all forged internals, high compression pistons, and a very long duration cam. Panasport rims, they're built to race, right? Panasport rims with the progressive lowering springs. All right, so front, Datsun, back. What are we looking at here, Dwayne? I mean, what do you think?
Oh, I think it's really cool. I mean, this is something that I would like to build personally. Something that's taking one car and melding it into another, and just putting the genres together and just coming up with something unique. Even though when you first look at it, I mean, it looks like a normal car. Maybe that's lowered a little bit and kind of tweaked. Obviously, the roof kind of redone and stuff like that. But it's got this kind of sleeper feel to it, which I really like, and you can tell by the beauty shots that he really took a lot of time and effort to make stuff very nice and well done.
Yeah, and again, the intention here was built to look as if it could be factory, and there's some
Right.
great photos there. Riley, I feel like the build quality here is really good. What do you think?
Oh, I agree. It looks extremely well done. It's gorgeous. It's interesting. I had a Datsun 260Z. It didn't look anything like that one, but that it's a convertible, or the top has been, I guess, deleted. You could say.
Deleted. Yeah.
And it's interesting because it almost makes it look like a what would it be?
It's almost like a
maybe
Camaro or
Sunbeam?
Mustang out back, right? Like, yeah, maybe a Sunbeam.
The back is Datsun tail panels, which I love. They're gorgeous. But then they normally it would have a hatch that comes from the roof. But they made a trunk, which is really cool. But yeah, I mean, it looks like if someone said, "Oh yeah, this is like one of those really rare Datsuns that they prototyped and then threw in the trash, and someone pulled it out and made it beautiful again," that is exactly what that looks like. It looks like they could have made that as a concept. So I mean, I'm into it. It's great, and the fact that it's home built is not only very cool but also extremely impressive. very impressive.
Those photos with the cyc wall and all that makes it look like it's OE. Anybody else want to chime in here? Alex, Brian, anybody else? See you licking your lips down there, Alex or Steve. What do you got?
Yeah, I think this thing is beautiful, and it's the proportions on it are so good on the rear end. It's got like a little bit of Aston Martin, a little bit of Triumph, kind of. It's like you can't quite place it, but it looks so authentic and genuine to the rest of the car. And it reminds me ironically of the Toyota 2000 GT.
Okay.
Where they, it started as the coupe, and then they made, 3 copies for the Bond movie. And it looked perfect, and you think, well, why didn't they make more of these? And that's what this thing strikes me as.
Yeah, and that's to what Riley was trying to go down that rabbit hole of like, it was scrapped, and here we are. Those dots and bucket headlights, you just know exactly what vehicle that is. But again, you go around the back. I literally thought it was a Camaro, kind of mini Camaro rear end. And Riley brings it up that hatch was totally sloped, didn't have a trunk, so that's all custom fab.
Yeah.
And again, I think James absolutely executed what he intended to do and make it look like it's OE. So great job, man. Round of applause for James. All right. Wow. Do we already have one last car? Wow. One last vehicle. This is it, boys. All right. So Brian Bucalo, I believe it is, from White Lake, Michigan. This is a 1966 Chevy. I believe it's a Chevy 2 HT-SS. Whoa, love this classic colorway. Got the white heat, so the Super Sport owners had it since 1979. His son convinced him to redo it and make it one of a kind. So it's 871 blown, 355 cubic inch, full custom paint job and interior. Oh man. I'm gonna throw it to Brian. Brian, you're quiet down there. You're kind of biting your tongue. I love the green. I love the green. I love the green and white.
I do too. I mean, you'd have the old school flames that you would normally have on a car like this in an SS, right? And it's always going to be red. It's going to be red and white, or black. I think this is great having this color. It's almost like a British racing green to it effect, or kind of a moss green. I love the modern take on flames, right? It's got a blower. I could see a blower down there. It looks like a wine blower.
What?
Right?
I don't see a blower. What are you talking about?
It's got to be, right?
I thought that was the air conditioning unit. My bad.
So, I mean, I think they did a great job on this. It keeps it still in period.
Yep.
You've got your torque thrusts. Everything is shaved. Everything's super clean and tight. It's in period, but it feels very modern at the same time.
The scallops.
I really like it.
That scallop fade. That's almost lowrider-ish. The scallop. It's somewhere between lowrider, but still hot rod. And that white heat coming off the front. I really like that. Even the bumper's white, right? So just getting that, it's going to get some chips.
It's almost like even like the Salzburg kind of like racing livery on like a 918 or something. I mean, it's 917.
Yeah.
I like it. It's a very very cool car.
Dwayne, you're smiling. I feel like you like it. Smile-o-meter.
Oh yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I guess my only hang-up is that Hot Wheels has done stuff like this before, but it says Hot Wheels. There's no doubt about it. It is very cool, and I'm glad that his son convinced him to fix it up because it's a fun car. I would love to drive this in a heartbeat.
Yeah, it looks like one of those vehicles. Like, just give me the keys. I want to go rip around. I mean, he's in Michigan. That's I'm going to be out there in a couple weeks, so maybe we'll link up, take this over to Gingerman Raceway at Grid Life. But like I said, what do you think of the Art Deco there, Steve? I mean, again, both you and Dwayne are artists. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I love the kind of Dry Lakes scallop style, and I think this is a great place for it. And I think the 871 on a small block is right on. It's a beautiful car, and I've already said I love Novas and Chevy too, so I think it's great. It looks just right.
We'll go around the horn real quick since it's the last car. Riley, closing thoughts on this vehicle?
I mean, it looks like your quintessential like street machine, which is growing up, that's the kind of thing you'd see around, and as a kid you can't help but look at it. I'm sure with being a blower car, it probably makes a bunch of noise, which I really like noise. So
Wait,
no,
what? I can't hear
love
you
it.
because your car's so loud. I'm just going.
Yeah. So I love it. I love Chevy 2s. I love Novas. And I love the nostalgia of like a street machine kind of car. So it also looks gorgeous. So the paint and I think it was Brian who touched on, like, its shaved door handles and stuff like that is super, super cool.
Yep.
So.
And of course, last but not least, Alex. Winners win, losers lose. What do you got?
I dig it. I've always been a fan of Chevy 2s as well. My dad had one growing up. It was absolutely nothing like this. It was basically I would call it a barn find, but it was more like a behind the barn find. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of the green, but you know what? This isn't about me. Somebody did a really good job painting it for sure. And yeah, I think it fits the era. Two carburetors up top, probably runs pretty decent. And yeah, as a kid, seeing something like this pull up beside me, I definitely would have been stoked.
Yeah, jaws on the ground, eyes wide open. Ooga, yeah, super pumped. So, yeah, awesome. Thank you guys so much. Those are the 10 vehicles. Now you got to rack your brain. Hopefully you, the judges, have been keeping track, as well as you, the fans at home, have been watching. And you've also been chatting, because right now I have the winner of that Chevy Silverado that we got right here, that 83 Chevy Silverado. There it is. I love the paint job and the deco on this guy. But the winner is Andrew Vaith. Andrew Vaith, I guess you won a Mercedes CLK GTR. Great car. But guess what? You're going to be winning this 83 Chevy Silverado. I don't know if you can fit in there, but still, definitely cool. I like the pink. All right, so let's talk about Hot Wheels racing game. That brings the fun of Hot Wheels gameplay on all modern consoles. There you see it right there. Hot Wheels Unleashed. Yeah. Hot Wheels Unleashed. It's going to be on PC, modern consoles. It releases September 30th. And I know you can't wait to race with the amazing cars we've seen in the Diecast trailer. The Acceleracers car, Kit, Back to the Future. I mean, we're playing with my emotions right here. I mean, come on. I mean, iconic vehicles. Kit, Night Rider, remember? Okay, Back to the Future. We're already seeing 4 out of 6 different everyday life locations where you can race as much as you like in the game. The garage, skate park, college campus, and skyscraper. But the coolest part with Hot Wheels is building the track by yourselves. That's right. We've always said that the video game is 100% consistent with Hot Wheels brands, so we're excited to say you can build your own track as well with an amazing track builder. Yeah, you got all the pieces at home with your real Hot Wheels, so why wouldn't you do it in the game? And it's exactly the same tool used by the developer to create the in-game tracks. No jokes. Check it out. Wow, man, I can't wait to build my own track with my boys and maybe just go build my own track by myself and while they're at school. That's the only time I can ever actually play video games. That's a kind of crazy dream, right? For every Hot Wheels fan, I guess building a track in an under construction skyscraper. Okay, now it's time to show you one last thing about Hot Wheels Unleashed. And if you're a Hot Wheels collector, it will be jaw-dropping. Ladies and gentlemen, please have a look right there at the Hot Wheels Unleashed Challenge Accepted Edition, a Walmart exclusive for the U.S. market, the coolest and most prestigious edition of the game that includes together with the full game a real Bone Shaker diecast with an exclusive livery, an exclusive steel book, and the Street Beast pack with 2 additional vehicles. So, I mean, if you're a Hot Wheels collector, you get the book, right? You get the poster, you get the exclusive Bone Shaker right here, and this is exclusive at Walmart. So again, the iconic Hot Wheels diecast that is Bone Shaker. Get it in this colorway right here in this challenge accepted edition, exclusively at Walmart, exclusively here in the US. So go to hotwheelsunleashed.com/buy. And of course, we're showing the US version. All other territories can check contents and where to buy their challenge accepted edition pack in their region. So, oh man, so really appreciate Hot Wheels and that Unleashed game. If you haven't already purchased it, go ahead and do so, because again, there's many different offers that are going to be coming out. Can't wait to play Hot Wheels Unleashed. It will be released on September 30th. September 30th, that's 30. So it will be available for all major consoles and PCs in digital stores and retailers all over the world. So please note that pre-orders are already live and include some exclusive and super cool in-game content. Thank you so much. Hot Wheels Unleashed, pick it up, all major consoles and PC. All right, to catch you up, you are watching the Hot Wheels View from Home Legends Tour. I'm Jared Dienda. Thank you so much for joining us. Look at all the things we have seen, done, and experienced. Next up, we will get our judges' top 3. We will get the Ryu Asada Award of Excellence in Design and Storytelling, the Ryu K-Truck right there, awesome. And then we have our Legends Tour round winner, and I told you, got one more diecast giveaway to put an exclamation point on today's festivities. Our friends at Mobil 1, again, are giving you a chance to win a Chevy Silverado 1500 Custom Trail Boss. That's right, a full-size truck. All you have to do is text WIN to 73876. So again, text WIN to 73876, or click the link in the chat, or go to legendstoursweeps.com now. Well, maybe not now, because we're about to find out who is our judges' top 3 picks. So let's just rip through the vehicles that we've seen so far. An amazing diversity of authenticity, creativity, garage spirit. Am I right? I mean, from a C8 Corvette, old school wagons, a project built by, you know, young kids, a group of kids. Man, we went old school with that OG Mini. Speaking of old school, taxi cab. I mean, the diversity every round is what really gets me excited coming and hosting these things. Again, I've hosted many things over 18 years, and being part of this Hot Wheels family, you know, from last year into this year, and just having such a great finale. Riley Stair, you know, him being a judge and a co-host, and all you guys, both Hot Wheels employees, obviously Dwayne and Steve and Alex. I mean, you're used to going fast, but right now I see you got the lowrider there on your turntable, so appreciate that. And Brian, you know, obviously Speed Society. You guys are a society of speed, so thank you guys for joining us. But again, creativity, authenticity, garage spirit. Those are the 3 criteria, and it's different for everybody, but I think there will be one vehicle that will be our Legends Stop winner here, our 6th stop here of USA and Canada. So I remind the judges there, give me your, you know, what car number it was, and we're going to go from 3, 2, 1. Third pick, second, and then your first place pick. We'll tabulate the scores. So we'll start at the top as I introduce you guys. So Riley Stair, no pressure to you. But again, if you could, the vehicle number, 1 through 10, third, second, first. Okay. Go ahead, send it.
All right, so let me look at my notes here. So at number 3, so third, I chose number 6. So
okay.
Contestant 6 with the 350Z, the Nissan 350Z.
Okay.
My reasoning being creativity. It's definitely creative, chopping the back off of a car and you know, doing a bunch of tube work back there. So I think that was what kind of won me over on that one. Was it you know, it's creative. You know, yeah. It's pure creativity.
Never seen that.
Yeah. So and then at number 2, so second place, I have car number 4, the hard body. That to me, garage spirit, authenticity, creativity, it kind of had all of it. And the only reason I didn't put it at number 1 is that mini trucks are mini trucks, and they're fantastic. But you know, it's almost such a large realm that they're all that. You know, the one that stood out to me the most was number 9, the Shivatsen.
Wow.
And being that its authenticity really seemed to go above and beyond, because it's someone took and made a spider, or it took a car, had a vision completely outside of the manufacturer entirely, and also outside of other trends and styles. Cutting the tops off of cars isn't really a trend. Never really has been. So I really appreciated that. It also looks like it's incredibly well built. It looks gorgeous, and as as a car builder, I really, really enjoyed that. You could see in the beauty shots, like you said, that it's very, very pretty. So that's where I landed.
Awesome. I love it. Yeah, the fit and finish looks really, really great. I think, we could go through that with a white glove, and I think it would definitely soar. So awesome. Thank you so much, Riley. Moving on to design manager and judge, Mr. Vance. Dwayne Vance, what is up? And give me your 3, 2, 1.
All right. For my number 3, I picked the Nissan Z, which was number 6.
Yep.
I really like this too. I think it oozes creativity, and like I said, the one detail that I just love the most is that headlight detail. I love that there's no glass there or anything, and he just put another set of lights behind there. There's just something really cool about that. And then for my number 2, I chose the Shibatsu as my number 2, just because that thing is absolutely well done. I mean, I think we all said it. It's a beautiful car. I didn't pick it as number 1 because I'm envisioning it as a 1/64th. As much as I love this car and I would probably build something like this, it doesn't stand out quite. I think like some of the other cars might, sitting on the shelf at 1/64. So my number 1 pick, I chose number 3, the Ford Anglia. Or Anglia.
Anglia, whatever, yeah. The Ford.
Yeah, I think what sold me on this is, it's not a beautiful car, and I think they would even admit it. I just love the rawness. I love the flames out the back. I love that a bunch of kids got together and were passionate about building this thing. And I am imagining this thing at 1/64th, it's got such a unique silhouette, and the whole story behind it. I had to pick it as number 1. So
I like that. It's like I said, I feel like we're learning so much about it. You got to think about the kids who worked on it. They built it. They're part of this journey. They're probably watching at home. They're like, yeah, like stoked. We got number 1 from a Hot Wheels designer. Like that speaks volumes, and keeping hot rodding alive, and just there's a whole campaign there that I think is tremendous. All right. Moving on to Van, senior designer judge, Steve Vandervaart. Steve, one headphone Willie. What do you got?
Yeah. Well, my number 3 is the number 7 Firebird.
Nice.
Which I think is just it's a beautiful car, and like a couple others have said, the only quibble I have with it is there's something about the wheels. I don't know if it's the fitment or the proportion, but it's easy to look past because everything else on it is so cool and well thought out. It's a beautiful car. My number 2 is the number 6 350Z.
Okay, man, that's been on all 3 of you guys so far.
I agree with everybody on this. It's a beautiful build. I love the tube work, and I'm sure that the welding is flawless. And the coolest thing about it is that it doesn't look like it has a frame and the body has been pulled off. It's like the frame is where the body would have been. You're not going to put something on top of that frame to finish it. It's like it's done, and that's all it needs. And the presentation, the video, is a total sell.
That's awesome.
It's badass.
Yep.
And the number 1, I'm almost ashamed to say, but I'm going to go with the number 4 hard body.
Oh wow!
Because
would not have expected that from you.
And when I first saw this thing, I was, I spent 5 minutes rolling my eyes at it. But the more I look at it, the better it gets. And it's just such a total commitment to, I don't know if it's kitsch or authenticity, or, I mean, it's both of those things. And he built it with his daughter, and it's just, I love I love that kind of story. And, I honestly think that we could do a lot with this as a toy. I think it could, it's got a lot of potential.
Yeah.
And ironically, the only thing I would change about this version right here is I'd take off that Hot Wheels logo.
It's too blatantly obvious, right? You're wearing the band shirt to the concert. You just don't do it. You don't wear the band shirt to the concert you're seeing.
Yeah, but it's so much fun, and it's total dedication.
That's awesome. Well, again, you guys are on the kind of same page with the Z and the mini truck here. Alex, going to you. What do you got? 3, 2, 1.
All right, so my number 3 is the 1957 Ford Anglia.
Number 3.
Whichever. Yeah, it's my number 3, and it's car number 3, 1957 Ford Anglia. And I thought that this car, the coolest thing about it really is that the fact that a bunch of kids built it, and I think that based on what they went through building it, their dedication and whatnot, I felt that they absolutely deserved at least a shout out on it. And it's just really cool, and they did a heck of a job. And this is something that I think people would buy if it was hanging on the shelf at Walmart. My number 2 is car number 6, the 2003 350Z. Also, it's a car that started out in really a bummer of a situation. However it was wrecked or whatever the case may have been, that it was, redone and put together in such a cool fashion. Like Steve said, it doesn't look incomplete. It looks like it's done. It looks like it was built like that on purpose. And, a lot of respect to them for also shooting this thing at night, because I agree also with that's one of the big selling points. And then my number 1 is car number 5. No one's really picked this one yet. The 67 Impala station wagon. Not that the wheelie bars were the total sell for me. It did help, but I think this car is rad. I am a fan of the wagons like this, and I don't know, I love it. So that's why I picked it for number 1.
I love it. It makes perfect sense, Alex. Dude, don't say I don't know. You know exactly why you like the wheelie bar. It's fast. It's loud. It's obnoxious. Like you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally joking. No, it's good. It's fast and it looks cool. And yes, I agree. I mean, shoot, we had the whole wagon pack that we talked about today, and I think just wagons are, because now just over the years, everybody goes trucks. Over in Europe and other countries, they're still doing estates. They're still doing wagons. They don't flourish as much here. That's why you don't see them too much, because people don't buy them, because they just go to a van or they go to a truck. So it's always great to see somebody really throwing their arm over a wagon saying, "I got you, bud." Just like that Nissan Z, right? That's like it's like Toy Story, right? You're like, the toys go away, and then yeah. All right, you get the analogy. All right, moving on. Last but definitely not least, Mr. Brian Cole, repping Speed Society. And again, great job on those shirts. I know they just went on sale now, but Speed Society, what do you got there for me? Brian, 3, 2, 1.
I think for my number 3, I hope I have the number right, but was that car number 2 the C8 Corvette?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so that one I picked because there's virtually no panel on that car that is left stock.
Good point.
I don't think anybody noticed that, generally speaking, but it's wide, it's low, it's angular, and it's fast. So that's my number 3 pick. All right, my number 2 pick is going to be car number 8, which is the 1948 Ford F1.
Okay.
And
wow, you went from one direction to the other. You went totally across.
Complete. I want this truck for myself for Halloween. I want to rock and be the coolest kid in school. So I think they crushed it on this. Again, this is just taking the fantasy to the next level, and I just love the spirit, the creativity behind it. And I see this as a Hot Wheel. I think everybody will love this and will buy this for sure off the shelf. So that's my number 2 car. My number 1 car, and we did not plan this, I can guarantee you, car number 5, the 1967 Impala wagon.
Okay.
I think that proportions, I think creativity, I think in functionality, this is the coolest car of the lot.
All right.
It's rad. It's rad in all respects, and I'd love to see this thing cruising down the street.
Yeah, I think it looks great, and obviously, you know, you and Alex kind of have the same affinity. Again, the speed, the style, the kind of just it's flashy, it's loud, but it's absolutely executed properly. I think it's really cool. I'd like to see the tint taken off. I think it might look even cleaner with the tint off. I think that might add to it as well, because I don't like really dark tint myself. But right on. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Brian Cole, media partner, Speed Society, and. Are you gonna change? Oh, you still have the lowrider there, Alex. I thought you'd change it up. Maybe one more time. Maybe
I can.
What do we got here? What are we displaying now? What is that?
That's the
Trophy
Big Air
truck?
Bel Air.
Oh yeah, there we go. Sick.
Yeah, this was one of my favorites. As
Oh
well.
yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Right on. Well, put that on the turntable. No DJ here, even though you got the headsets. Looks like it. Daft Punk over here. All right. So of course it wouldn't be the Hot Wheels Legends Tour without Walmart. Thank you so much, our partner since the beginning of Legends Tour. If you're watching this from the U.S., head over to walmart.com/Hot Wheels, and if you're watching this from Canada, head to walmart.ca/Hot Wheels to build your own bundle. You can see the bundles there. Got the shirts, got the bandanas, so many things to check out. So appreciate them and all their work. So thank you so much for Walmart and their support again since day one. So Garage Spirit, this bandana is cool. I might need to take this. I'm seeing it for the first time here. Garage, that's cool. Just check it out. Go to walmart.com. All right, so now it's time to announce the Ryu Asada Award, Excellence in Design and Storytelling, and our designers are going to say some great, kind words about a gentleman I had the pleasure of, you know, being part of this panel last year. So go ahead, take it away, fellas.
Yeah, I'll start here. You know, Ryu was the main basic car casting designer for years at Hot Wheels, and we all worked with him, you know, closely. He's a fantastic guy. He did a lot of really great work, both whimsical and traditional. He played it straight. He had a great sense of humor. And he had a lot of respect for tradition and, you know, kind of conservative design value, I guess you could say. And so for that, what I chose for him is the number 9 Shivatsen. Because for one, it's a Japanese car that, and he loved the Z's, the Fair Ladies. And I think that this is done so well that he could look past the Chevy V8 swap. But it's got such a pure, you know, almost Zen approach to it. The way it melds from the traditional front into something completely new at the back, and it's, you know, it's a great balance, and it reflects everything that I remember about Ryu. You know, it's a, you know, it looks like it's built perfectly. It looks totally reliable, and you want to be around it. And yeah. I think that's, you know, that's what I remember about Ryu, and I think that's what this car represents.
Very well said. Very well said. And the Ryu Asada Award, you know, in design and storytelling is doing that. It's telling a story, and like you said, Zen with the beautiful clean paint, you know, kind of muted, but with the oxblood interior that says refined. You know, so it plays off of that vibe. So the Ryu Asada Award design. Excellence in Design and Storytelling Award right here. That's going to, again, that vehicle that you just talked about. So that is the winner of the Ryu Asada Award. Congratulations so much to the Shivatsen, which is a very, very cool car. So thank you again, Steve and Dwayne, and your kind words about your peer. And again, Ryu, shout out to you, homeboy. Great cat and a good spirit. So thank you so much, and congratulations to the Shivatsen. You, the fans, voted, and you picked the Mobil 1 fan favorite for the previous live stream. So congratulations to Damian Aylesworth and the 1969 Volkswagen Bug truck. Before we open this round's Mobil 1 fan favorite vote, let's take a peek behind the build and hear the story of the Bug truck from its builders.
I'm
Damian Aylesworth. This is my 1969 Volkswagen Bug truck, also known as the Chronic Bug. When I acquired both of these vehicles, they were basically rusted out junk. I used the 69 Volkswagen Bug body. I'm Damian Aylesworth. This is my 1969 Volkswagen Bug truck, also known as the Chronic Bug. When I acquired both of these vehicles, they were basically rusted out junk. I used the 69 Volkswagen Bug body, cut it in half, chopped 6 inches out of the roof, and then took the 49 Chevy pickup truck cab and chopped the back half of that and used it to weld to the back of the Volkswagen. I then built a custom frame for the body to sit on. I used a junkyard LS engine, a turbo 350 transmission, and a rear end out of a Toyota pickup truck. The engine is running on a Holley EFI fuel management system. When I finished the Chronic Bug in 2019, I never intended for it to be a show car. So having the opportunity to be crowned the Mobil 1 Ultimate Fan Favorite, go head to head with the other amazing competitors, and the chance to have my car made into a 1/64th diecast would just be an extremely unexpected and mind-blowing experience. Winning the Mobil 1 Fan Favorite this round has been unreal. The Bug truck has been seen by so many people and would not have been possible without the Hot Wheels Legends Tour.
Worth in the 69 Volkswagen Bug truck. I love that thing. It's absolutely awesome. So our friends at Mobil 1, if I haven't told you or if you haven't paid attention, they are giving you a chance to win a Chevy Silverado 1500 Custom Trail Boss. All you have to do is text WIN to 73876. That's right. So go ahead, text WIN to 73876 or click the link in the chat to enter. No purchase necessary, or you can head to legendstoursweeps.com. Also, the Mobil 1 fan vote will be opening after the show. So after you find out, you're going to go to IG, you're going to pull out your phone, you're going to go to the stories, right? Go to Hot Wheels, right? Go to Hot Wheels Official. You're going to go ahead and check it out. And then in stories, you'll see 2 vehicles. You get to choose. You get to choose for 24 hours. So you guys get to dictate. Remember, we'll take all of the Mobil 1 fan favorite winners from each round. They'll go into a pool, and the winner of all of them will actually go to the finale in November. So really excited to see that. So again, thank you for participating here in the Hot Wheels Legends. Again, the Mobil 1 fan favorite. All right. Oh, we got it. Is it here? Oh my, look at that. That was the magic hand right there. That was pretty sweet. Oh, you even sealed it too. I really got to work for this one. All right, here it is. The U.S. and Canada Round 6 winner of this Hot Wheels Legends stop presented by Mobil 1. Thank you to our sponsors, Walmart, Hot Wheels Bikes by Dynacraft, and of course, Hot Wheels Unleashed. Remember, here's the trophy. This is it. Designed in El Segundo. Hey, real quick, what'd you think of all the vehicles, Riley? I mean, all 10 vehicles. What'd you think?
I mean, I loved it. It was really hard. They all had something, in the criteria, every single one, and obviously everybody that built one, they obviously poured their heart and soul into them. So it's really hard to choose and decide who moves on and who doesn't. So, it was difficult. A lot of good contestants.
Yeah, a lot of good contestants. So, and here it is. The winner of Stop 6 of U.S. and Canada of the Hot Wheels Legends Tour is car number 6, the 2003 Nissan 350Z, owned by Ashley Robinson from San Mateo, California. Congratulations, got the shutter shades on the headlights, a very unique vehicle. I'm not surprised this vehicle's in the mix, but going to the designers first. Dwayne, all right, your work is set out for you, man. You did a great job on Riley's vehicle, but man, all those tubes, that's going to look awesome in 1/64th scale, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I wish we could replicate all the lights too. It'd be a lot of fun to get that thing to light up.
Right.
I will say, we have taken some of our cars in the past and actually put a little light tube underneath where you can put a cell phone light on it and it'll kind of reflect through the car. So that might be an idea to do to this if we ended up designing it.
Absolutely. Steve, it was in your top 3 as well, man. And here it is.
Yeah,
it's a winner.
I love it. I'm stoked to see him get here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. And again, it's Ashley Robinson. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. I know guys named Chelsea and girls named Chelsea. So I don't know if Ashley is a guy or girl. Gal, we have not met yet. But Alex, what do you think? This winner.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that this car won. I know that it was a lot of people's number 2s, and that's what I figured. I figured just on average that it was going to take the cake, and it did. But I was thinking the same thing as far as all of the tubing and whatnot. I'm definitely going to have the designer's work cut out for them. So challenge accepted, right?
Yep. Hey, Brian, thank you so much being a media partner, Speed Society. You guys do a great job over there. Great partnership with Alex, designing the T-shirts, limited edition. The graphics looks good. Didn't know that it just by happenstance, Steve did the livery, what you call deco on the Diecast version, but livery on the full-size car. But your experience here today, Brian, thank you so much. What'd you think of today?
I thought it was awesome. We're super excited to be here. We love cars. We love car culture. And I love seeing people so passionate about cars. And at the end of the day, that's what makes us all happy. It brings us all together from all walks of life. And I couldn't be happier. And thank you guys for giving us the opportunity.
Yeah, of course, man. Thank you for having us, Speed Society. All right, guys, as promised, we have one more giveaway before we finish the show. So one lucky fan is going to get that 83 Chevy Silverado that we saw earlier today. It's pink like my shirt here, so I like it, obviously. So one lucky fan. All you have to do is tell me, what city are you tuning in from? Go ahead in the chat. Again, tell me what city you're tuning in from. Make sure you're commenting on the Legends live stream on Hot Wheels Facebook. Let us know in Facebook comments right now, and I'll be giving one of you randomly a Hot Wheels exclusive 83 Chevy Silverado. While you guys are typing that real quick, Riley, your experience overall, I mean, look at this. You're really you got jumped into the whole Hot Wheels family in a fantastic way, and we had some great words with you, and you just, joining us today. But I mean, just seeing this, it's got to just be, you got to be over the moon, man. So what car are you building next? You want to tell everybody?
No. No, I've got something in the works, but just like this car, I like to keep everything tight to the chest. It's one of those things that, I've seen a couple places, you kind of do what you do, behind closed doors. And, I personally, with building my own cars, I really like to keep the design process, if you will, not to get too wordy and too deep on it, but I like to keep the influence just from what I think. In today's world, I think maybe, a lot of people like to concern themselves with what everybody else thinks about what they're doing, and I like to keep that to me, and with this, I did the same thing, and it created a car that I truly love. There's not anything about it that I wish I wouldn't have done, so to speak, and so I plan to do that with the next one. I've got a couple ideas and things I want to do with it, and a process that I want to take with it, and for that to really, I think, stay the course, even as diligent as I'd like to think I am. I think I need to kind of hold it really tight. So that's what I'm gonna do. You might have to wait a couple years, but
I like that. And there's a couple things that come to my mind is one, that you stuck to your guns and people acknowledged your style, among this whole experience that is Hot Wheels Legends. So you stuck to your guns and you produced, and people liked what you did, right? And the other one is just, the humility and what you got going on. The other one is, I mean, with Hot Wheels, you get crazy nicknames, Diora, Twin Mill. Does your car have a nickname, by the way?
No, I've never. Man, I really hope maybe I don't have a kid someday, because I couldn't name the thing to save my life. So it's
this is my kid.
Yeah, this kid is named Child. So
yeah.
No, it's just the 19. I just call it the Trans Am, or the Firebird or whatever. I was actually telling gentlemen here today. I all the cars that I've tinkered on or built or whatever, they've always just been called what they were. So it was a 49 Chevy pickup, or that's the Datsun or whatever, and I guess that whole keep it simple stupid mantra.
Well, there it is. It's called the KISS Trans Am. Keep it simple stupid Trans Am. There it is, KISS.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much again to all you guys. All right, here's your winner, Dale Lepp, watching from Brownwood, Texas. Dale, congratulations. You win that 83 Chevy Silverado. Again, there it is again. So thank you, and thank you once again for everybody tuning in. Thank you to our judges. Thank you so much, Riley, Dwayne, Steve, Alex, Brian, everybody tuning in. I'm Jared Deanna. Thank you for all taking the time to tune in today, and to all the builders for submitting their incredible vehicles. And of course, head to Hot Wheels Official on IG and on Facebook to learn more. Go ahead and vote for the Mobil 1 fan favorite. I'm Jared Deanna on behalf of the whole team. Thank you so much. We'll see you online, or we'll see you another time. Send it. Hot Wheels Legends Tour. Stop 6. That's a wrap.
Yeah.